Hi guys, it's Evelyn from Twin Flames 3344. I have a quick one for you. It is a Divine Masculine Twin Flame read for today's 12/22/2019, so December 22nd, 2019. I was out most of the day, and it was a nice day, but about 5 o'clock this morning, all of a sudden my pinky went into excruciating pain, like I'd broken my finger. And then I couldn't sleep after that because the pain wouldn't go away. It actually still hurts now, but I don't know why. But I felt kind of hungover today too, so I don't know if it's from my twin or it's my own issues, but there's definitely something going on with the energy today in that respect. And I'm a little bit tired because I didn't get enough sleep this morning. But I just really felt hungover, and it wasn't from me because, I don't get enough sleep most of the time, but I usually feel fine. Today wasn't one of those days energetically, but the day ended up actually being a very nice day that I spent with another twin flame friend of mine. So the 22nd of December 2019, the 22 is the Fool, which is that energy of taking a leap of faith with an open heart, knowing that the universe will carry you across the canyon. We have 24, 34, 44, 46 today is the Six of Cups, so the children in the garden, past memories, or the past returning. All of those kind of energies today. Very childlike, but with the Six of Cups and the Fool. The Divine Masculine read was done at 10:29 to 30 this morning. And 10 is the Wheel of Fortune, 29 is the Three of Wands, and 30 is the Four of Wands. So going from the Three of Wands of being present and not waiting for the ship to come in, but actually being present to what you have right in front of you. And then the Four of Wands, which of course is that union energy of the 11:11 and the home, the marriage energies, the stability of that, the home, and that the heart is the home. For the masculine, we had major arcana of strength, alchemy, which is the temperance card. We had the star and the shadow, which is the devil. Before the read, the hanging man, the moon, and reason were there, which is the emperor. And then after the read, the wheel came up. We had one sword, 3 pentacles, 2 cups, and 1 wand. So mostly pentacles today, which is all about manifesting practical things, money, things like that. And then as far as court cards, we had the Queen of Swords, the King of Cups, the Queen of Cups. So the King and Queen of Cups, as well as the Queen of Swords. And then we also had the Nine of Pentacles, which isn't a court card, but it often for me as a person, so I bring that up for you. And then the Page of Pentacles came up before the read. The numbers, we had a significant double number of 9, as well as 12 and 7 were also significant today. The code line was all about environment, healing, and relationship change. And the number was 11 there. And again, it was 2 and 9, which is 29, which reduces to the 11. So the 29 again of the Three of Wands and the 11 of Justice. And then 1321 came up, which is 13 and 21, which is the Death or Transition card with the 21 of the World, both very much about completion. And then 99, which is also about completion and compassion, universal selflessness. And then the 12, the Hangman, 79, the Pot of Gold at the end of the rainbow, 27, the Ace of Wands, 25, the Knight of Wands, 57, the Three of Swords, and 9:10, begin again. So regarding environment, healing, and relationship change, the message today had a lot to do with that 9 of Crystals, or the sovereign energy. And it was about the Divine Feminine and the Divine Feminine DNA. Remember, this is for the Divine Masculine, and this is a general read for the Divine Masculine, so it regards the Divine Masculine within the Feminine as well. So that Divine Feminine DNA, for the Masculine to see the Sophia, the collective consciousness of the Divine Feminine, as I'm choking a little bit, it was really a funny message today. The Divine Feminine DNA, like bring up his own Divine Feminine DNA within him to see the Sophia, to see the collective feminine within him, to sack the Divine Feminine and get his wish by toggling up within his environment to heal and change his relationship. Also, Han was coming up. For Han as the masculine, Han comes up as the Divine Masculine all the time. Han to see Sophia was also coming up as the Virgin Mother to sack the Divine Feminine and Sovereign and get his wish and toggle up again regarding environment, healing, and relationship change. HCS also came up, which is healthcare services. There's a lot of acronym meanings for that, but hippocampal sclerosis was coming up. It's a neurological disorder. I didn't actually look it up. So hard-clad silica was important coming up because that's the quartz energy, which silica's come up a lot in my code, so it's important for us. And then HIV care services, so somebody might be dealing with that right now. High carbon steel came up. Human cryonic somatomammotropin came up, as well as high class society, which very much related to the vibration of the area that I was in today. And actually, we passed by some really beautiful homes on the way home. And I was also getting to turn the handle right. It was like, and I'd heard the handler yesterday, which was funny, but I was literally seeing the T go from sideways to toggle up, which is turning the handle right. So toggle up, Divine Masculine, and then turn right. So getting into the read, we have the Strength card on top as the underlying energy. We have the Hanging Man here, and the Page of Pentacles there, Luna, which is the moon, and then Reason here, which is the Emperor. So as we get into the read, here we go. The strong Leo or ego hanging out with the Page of Pentacles in the pre-dawn hours. Could be the masculine hanging out with a child or a friend. It could have been out all night or just getting up very early, or at the new moon eclipse. A reason for this, or hanging with the Emperor too, or being strong, or this is a Leo, hung out to dry like a kid for being bad, hung out to dry possibly by the Emperor parent. The Queen of Pentacles reversed, choosing a new path. Frustrated, or a child with tantrums, imprisoned or imprisoning you, but finding peace with the King of Pentacles reversed, or going back and forth between the two of you. Okay, so they could be passing kids back and forth, you know, carpooling and that kind of stuff, but also between homes of the mother and the father. Or the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles making peace, sharing kids' time, and choosing a new path. The Devil reversed with the Page of Cups upright, detoxing for the Page of Cups to offer a new life after being trapped in the 5D with Angry Bull and Lion, Rapunzel in the castle, with Michael and Thoth, offering his gold coin to his new love. The Devil reversed can also just be a Capricorn out of sorts, but also the detoxing chaos, ending the fight, aroused or excited by Sovereign and the Page of Pentacle, the whistleblower independent with child, or a boy and a girl, or Sovereign and student start over performing together. She with Thoth and he with whistle and gold coin, or getting new curtains or a dress for holiday or New Year's Eve, but the child only has a little bit of money and the dress is expensive, not sure how to swing it, doing a little sidestepping, maybe a ball or coming out party. Keep an open mind is the message to the Divine Masculine and the underlying energy, and underneath that was express your love. So express your love first and then keep an open mind. Rejection overturned with clarity. The world turned around, or it's about the sealed Divine Feminine in another world. Pushing Sleeping Beauty out of bed for not waking up, and the King of Wands upright with hugs, but without expressing feelings, holding back, or negative feelings expressed, or delays going on. It's been no picnic, matching natural boots and buttercup yellow, and may have cut off Barbie's shopping and dumped her out of the shopping cart. You're like, so no more getting drunk, no more, you know, using their credit card, that kind of energy coming up here. It was 11/11. Spending just a little bit to fix things up without loading up the cart with too much stuff, but that can turn her world around. Communications was coming up, and that's number 33, the Christ vibration, and underneath that was financial discipline, which is 48, the 8 of Cups, walking away. right? Walking away from that superficialness to just buy things just to be, you know, the cool person, to fit in with society, as opposed to just being your authentic self. The Page of Pentacles reversed and the Emperor reversed are reaping rewards, not driving anywhere or stuck with each other. The King of Swords reversed is just over it all. In the aftermath or sudden events of sudden events, as my voice is getting caught again. In the aftermath of sudden events and or epiphanies, or the Emperor reversed is out of control, child who never learns, reaping negative rewards, stuck without a car, or the Emperor reversed, King of Swords reversed, and the Page of Pentacles reversed. Could be 3 generations of boys, or the Page of Pentacles doesn't have to be a boy, but it can be. Stuck traveling together for hours. In the aftershock, a library, or a child lying about their grades. Sifting through Akashics to get over grieving and loss, guilt and shame, as dark birds now fly away. Home, sweet chariot, calling you to carry me home. In the aftermath of taming the beast, the eye of the tiger, the eye on the prize, resting, praying, meditating in 5D, an opportunity to learn, to study about the gold coin, the unity consciousness, without expressing their feelings, and delays in traveler communication, to ground into 5D, or ground it into reality, with communications, but without having to try so hard physically, you know, when we do it etherically. And just instead of that, why don't you just call? In the recent past years, the Queen of Swords reversed, dumped, pushed to her emotional limits, crying, overwhelmed by the messenger of truth, or that Knight of Swords rushing in, calling her on her lies, after the King of Swords reversed, avoiding a fire sign, or being strong, courageous. The Knight of Swords standing up to others with announcements, judgment, a call to action, receiving clarity about twins and or kids, and joy in the coming together or parties that they were at. The King of Swords reversed in the aftermath of dumping the Queen of Swords reversed, or vice versa, but the King of Swords is the one coming out with the truth here. The foundation here is alchemy upright, patience, balance, the core transformation, melding and welding, letting go to repair, reaping rewards, and worthiness. Ending family or an emotional cycle of jealousy or family jealousy, or his insincerity held over his head. Learning to not care what others say or do. And centrally, the energy is all about the 7 of Crystals, which in the SIRIAN Starseed deck, which is the main deck for this read, is very much about the Divine Feminine's heart, like Rapunzel in the E Tower, which is what the card's all about. The Divine Feminine's heart suffering in silence at the hand of the enemy, or in other words, the war within. Reaping rewards while getting past the pain in the aftermath of sudden events and epiphanies. The challenge being the 9 of Pentacles sovereign, or his sovereignty, knowing your worth, her worth, the King of Wands synchronicities, options and frustrations, the inability to control his third energy, get aroused or conceive of such a thing. The Page of Cups message of love, a new love or a child, a Leo or being strong, dumping the beast, and it should be taming the beast, but with the Queen of Wands reversed, blocking their connection to the King of Wands. The secret's out about the Emperor, or the Pisces reversed and the Aries upright, a lover, the Queen of Cups reversed, or Gemini, Sagittarius, Scorpio, or Pisces, and a Pisces, Scorpio, and Aries went down with the Tower. And this was at 11:41 to 42, which is Justice, and then the Ace of Cups and the 2 of Cups. The patient Queen of Swords reversed, or just being patient with the Queen of Swords reversed, and this was at 11:43, Justice and the 3 of Cups. This could be the Gemini, this Queen of Swords reversed could be a Gemini, or there could be 3 different lovers here. The Queen of Cups reversed, lover or Gemini, the Queen of Swords reversed, patient angel, or Scorpio Sag, and the Queen of Wands reversed, partner, Aquarius or Sagittarius or Scorpio. The patient Queen of Swords reversed in death and transformation. The Dark Knight walking, not expressing his feelings or sharing energy or settling out, with the King of Cups reversed, sovereign, Leo, or just a strong Knight of Swords, messenger of truth, surrendering hidden messages or lies, spying, gossip, or rumors that have been spread. Now, in the present moment, crowning is the Star reversed, loss of hope and depression, the sealed divine feminine in another world, connecting with him in the 5D, and the Knight of Pentacles offering a new life, or settlement to the Queen of Pentacles reversed, surrendering and offering a new life, energy, you know, time, money, or energy for, like, in exchange for the depression they had to go through. Starting over in love, the Knight of Pentacles helping to spread rumors, or 2 kids of the Queen of Wands reversed, and Libra Sag, or kids of divorces, Justice, and Patient Angel, with the worst over in regards to the pain and delays in travel and communication, closing the distance gap patiently and fairly, choosing a new path together over a meal perhaps. The King of Cups reversed, seeing synchronicities with kids and mother, and the Knight of Pentacles offering something healthy after getting caught by the King of Cups reversed. In the aftermath of the King of Swords reversed, could have been pissed at his kids. One may be always going out with friends, and the other is usually a good student. But here it was coming up like, you know, this came up with Aries read, that there was a big party, you know, with the holiday parties, there could be kids getting into trouble with drinking and all that kind of stuff. So the King of Cups reversed, and the Knight of Swords giving them a what for about surrendering to gossip, or giving up and being negative, or mouthing off, spying or lying. Soon for the masculine is the Shadow reversed. After chaos is detox of the King of Wands not expressing feelings or energy at home, with the Queen of Wands reversed, hanging around or with a hangover. Home at war, the Queen of Pentacles is reversed, getting attention from the King of Wands with his back turned, or the King of Wands successful at being two-faced, and so his partner may be calling him on that, and the deception of the truth about getting attention or leaving at the break of dawn to go where? He's seeing himself as the Two of Pentacles surrendering. In this deck, it's very much about surrender. To heartbreak and separation and not working. Sharing or settling out, the Hermit reversed, hiding behind the Dark Knight or Scorpio, or coming out as the Dark Knight in full transformation over the bridge to be present in the gold light. Religious factors comes up here for the masculine as well, and that doesn't have to be religious factors, any kind of differences between you. Give your relationship a chance, and then release your ex, past life relationship, and very soon all came up for the masculine. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Around the divine masculine is the King of Cups reversed, frustrated, hanging out in limbo, drained, sick, overexposed, or with crazy kids at 12-12, which is double hangman, losing hope, depressed at work, with Leo, Aquarius, Capricorn, or Pisces. And work seems to be good here, but the people are not, so not getting along. But the work itself is fine. The workplace is fine. Clear blocks of frustration, divine masculine, a downturn, bad luck, you know, just the idea of these things, with manifesting and committing, or with a Libra, Virgo, or Gemini and Taurus. This was at 12-14, which is the Hangman and the Temperance card, being patient. And relationship change came up here with the numerology cards. Healing, environment, and even more so, the love partnership. As well as effort, to make the effort, health, focus on your health, and persevere above all. 12-16 is the Hangman and the Tower. Big love of work, at or through work, losing hope and depressed about it. The Queen of Cups reversed with the worst over of the Queen of Swords reversed, or as the Queen of Swords reversed, unhappy and carrying the weight of the world upon her shoulders. The King of Cups and Queen of Cups both reversed here, and the Knight of Swords are messengers of truth in surrender of negative talk or the silent treatment. Dissatisfaction being alone, the King of Cups reversed walks away to come clean to the Empress, or away from the Empress after she came clean. Unhappy in a downturn or slowdown over sadness, loss, regret, and the worst of the pain is over, right? So we're going into the bliss state here. Recovering from the Ten of Pentacles reversed, right? Could be a dysfunctional family or a big loss of money. Could be a business as well. Broken, a breakdown, or just stuck on the warpath, or issue with a move or traveling. Synchronicities everywhere, helping the masculine to get over his guilt and shame and be free. So I was getting like this little piggy, right? Runs all the way home, free. And this was at 12:21. So that was the end. That was the last card, right at 12:21 to 12:22. And of course, that's the Hangman and the World again, which is still completion. And then 12 to 22 is the Fool. So we have the World and the Fool, and we ended on the Fool here. And it is really so much about completion this week. Strong patience and surrendering to or as the King of Cups reversed and the Queen of Swords reversed, reaping rewards of the Divine Feminine's heart. Challenged by sovereignty, detox, and frustration, the inability to conceive or to be aroused in loss of hope and depression of the Queen of Cups reversed. Unhappy, things are slow to let go of the grieving and loss and regret and to end the pain for good. Strong Leo and or ego, the Queen of Swords reversed, avoiding or in the aftermath, the afterfact of being patient and reaping rewards at the E-Tower, the Divine Feminine as Rapunzel, challenged by sovereignty, losing hope and depressed, surrendering to the dark detox or shadow work with the Queen of Cups reversed, the King of Cups reversed, frustrated and controlling his desires with the Queen of Cups reversed in a slowdown to get over the hurdle and end the pain of the relay race. And then I was getting 4 parts to that. So it was regarding, I always talk about the third baton in the relay race. Well, in a relay, there's 4 runners. There's 4 parts. And we talked about the 4 template a lot. The elections are 4 years, the Olympics are 4 years, the seasons are 4 years, and so on. But now we're it's saying we're at the end of the race. The third baton has been let go a while ago. Now the 4 parts are done. Now he's free. So I was getting like 2 parts Divine Feminine, 2 parts masculine, but it's like 2 parts that overlap because of the batons. It's like the trilogies of Star Wars that I discussed yesterday, the day before, whatever it was. The 3, 3, and 3, right? There were 3 sets of trilogies. Well, this is the same kind of thing. They had 3 sets of trilogies, but they also had other Star Wars movies come out between them. It's like the baton that passes one trilogy to the next. And it's the same thing between the masculine and feminine, because they come from 2 opposite perspectives to the center, right? So the focus is the same, but they're coming from the opposite sides of the coin, so their journeys are different. The masculine is the guard of the 3D, the feminine the guard of the 5D. So she does more work in the etheric realm, he does more of the ground busy work of the 3D. As they unfold from those polarizations toward the middle, there are blendings as we get to the middle, right? Because then they become more on the same page as opposed to polarized. So it was very interesting how this came up here. It was kind of like coming up as the awakening of the heart, the breakdown of the soul, the opening of the crown, to ascend in a cap and gown on graduation day, or in other words, Hieroskamos. So that was the read. It was a quick one, but I have a couple new decks because I went to a nice place today where they had lots of nice Christmas lights on the trees. It's called Peddler's Village. It's a really beautiful place. And so I found some tarot decks. So I'm going to pull them for your oracle cards today. One is the Energy Oracle cards, and that's Sandra Ann Taylor. The other one's going to be Metatron, the Archangel Metatron. It's called the Self-Mastery Oracle deck. So this one is the Energy deck. So let's see how we go with this. So for everyone watching, the best and highest good of all of those concerned, what do we need to know? What do we need to learn? What is some final advice for everyone watching the video today? And that came right out very nicely. Third chakra, and I was definitely getting gold with the masculine today, Archangel Chamuel, 37. Okay, so very much about the yellow and the third chakra, being confident, right? not backing away. And then that's number 37, perfect, which is the King of Cups, because the bottom of the deck is 38, the Queen of Cups. The fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael, which of course is healing. I don't know Shamuel as well, so I have to look at the book and see what they talk about as far as Shamuel. But Raphael is all about physical healing. So there's a lot of physical healing. Like I just told you, I had an issue with my pinky and my shoulder's still healing. And I'm still working on my back. So, we're going through a lot. I'm sure all of you are having some aches and pains going through the energies we're in right now. So perfect. We have the King and Queen of Cups in the read, reversed. And here we have the King and Queen of Cups as the cards coming out for you. And the third and fourth chakra. So that's perfect too. The solar plexus and the heart. Right? The gold or the yellow of the solar plexus and the green of the heart coming into the gold as well. As the King and Queen of Cups are reversed right now in that last little boost to become upright. Two other cards wanted to push their way out. One is 36, which is the second chakra, Archangel Ariel, so the sacral chakra. And 36 is that 10 of Wands, right? So as far as that creative and sexual energy, could be a lot of frustration today because that's the sacral chakra. So maybe frustrated. And then we also have 27 of walking away. So walk away from whatever isn't serving you. And 27 is that Ace of Wands, which is coming up as frustration in the read today. It's reversed. The inability to conceive of something, frustration, the inability to get aroused, all of those energies, and that just being stuck creatively as well. Walking away from whatever doesn't serve. And certainly frustration never serves us because frustration in itself is a block because you're literally blocking the flow. So let's see what we get from the Metatron deck. And I talk about Metatron a lot because my messages are that Metatron is the overseer of the masculines. So let's see what masculine has, or what Metatron has for us, Metatron masculines. And it's interesting too, when I was on a Mary Magdalene retreat in the south of France a couple of years ago, and I almost bought a Metatron statue in the shop there. It was a really beautiful statue. So there's a lot of Metatron energy that's always come through for me as far as the masculines. All right, so for everyone watching, the best of and highest good of all is concerned. What do we need to know? What do we need to learn? We're removing any and all negative energies across all dimensions of time, space, matter, and realities for the highest good of all is concerned. And fill those empty spaces with beautiful divine love and diamond crystalline light. And so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so from Metatron, what is the last message for everybody watching tonight? What is Metatron? Metatron, Metatron, what do you want everyone to know? As far as the divine masculines and their journey today. Metatron, what is the message? 34, ancestors, appreciation, and healing. This also wants to come out, the yin-yang, duality and balance needed, which the two cards are really expressing what I was just explaining to you about the coming from the opposite polarized versions in the journey and coming towards the center. Okay, and also remember I told you that the multiplication, the division symbol, the line through with the dots above, like literally becomes the same energy as the yin yang. Okay. So it's all about balance, appreciation, and healing. This is number 23, which is the King of Wands, and the Eight of Wands. And the Eight of Wands was reversed in this read. The King of Wands was upright. So appreciate your ancestors, and also this has to do with the Emerald Order, which came up yesterday, I believe it was. And the need to come together, to balance, to mesh, to meld, and the Temperance card. And I want to read what they write in the book for at least one of them, the ancestors of the 34. Let's see what it says. Okay. So the ancestors' appreciation and healing. It says our ancestors live on through us and within us. And the description says, now is the time to remember where you've come from and what you may have inherited via your DNA. Genetic memories, patterns, behaviors, always remembering that our ancestors did the best they could with what they knew at the time and the circumstances in which they lived their lives. Those on the other side of the veil often stand with us, waiting for forgiveness, acknowledgement, and freedom from pain that they were not able to clear while alive. Freeing them frees us. Healing is not limited to any one time, place, and event. Its effects are far-reaching and cross many realms of existence. Archangel Metatron, who's been in existence since this earth was created, has seen everything that's happened to you and your family, including members you never met, going back generation after generation. Repetitive issues or circumstances seem to play out again and again in families: poverty, alcoholism, infidelity, broken marriages, failed businesses. We have to heal the ancestors too. With Metatron's help, you can do this by taking that healing back through the family line and then forward to future generations where DNA has been cleaned and the memories of past challenges replaced by optimistic strands to be planted in new, fertile lives. Think about what needs healing in your family line today and bring this to the light for clearing. The image on this card also asks us to acknowledge all the beauty of our ancestral line. You are the product of all of them, a survivor who has their strengths and talents and gifts. Maybe some of these were unexpressed in their lifetime, but you can do it for them now, and they will always encourage you on. Like the nurse in the 1920s, who had no modern medicine to prevent many from dying, but her grandchild in the present is equipped to heal mind, body, and soul. And I'm getting major connection for that one. Or great-grandparents who painted and were creative carried that to the young child who now displays enormous gifts, and everyone wonders where it came from. There's so much ability and help, unseen most of the time, from the past and from the future. Take a moment to look at this image and see yourself as part of something much bigger than you can ever imagine. These souls are part of your soul group, always there and present if called. Realize, too, that the ancient figure in the back of the long line may be the new child now cradled in the Father's arms. The flow of love between the generations is constantly rebirthing itself and remembering what it is to be human. You're able to call on your ancestors at this time to help you. They will cheer you on and cheer from afar. So that's the message for that card. Very good message. Especially for this time, because it feels like a lot of stuff is coming up. To just be reminded of it again and just, let it go. Just be in your humanness and allow everything to filter through and just recognize it for what it is and let it go. Let it come up to your consciousness and then let it go. I'm going to do one last one from the Kipper deck and then I'm going to go. It's been a long day. I hope this was helpful for you guys. I'm going to show you the cards too. I'll show you one of the crystals I just picked up too. I got a twin quartz over there. I don't know if you can see it right there. My twin crystal. All right, came right up, you guys. The pathway, lined with butterflies. Free all the way home. Okay. And the bottom of the deck is the child. That's the inner divine feminine. The privileged ladies below that, so it's like the child, the inner child, and the grown woman. And then back here, after the journey, was the message of concern with the masculine on his way, you see? So the message from the feminine to the masculine, and him dropping the life he was in and coming toward a new world, right? And someone who's waiting for him, okay? So a really lovely message. Let me show you the cards. There's my my crystal. Okay, the underlying energies was strength, the Queen of Orbs or Swords in the recent past. Then we have alchemy here in the foundation, okay, which is like Temperance card. In the center of the read is that Seven of Crystals. That's that E tower, like the Divine Feminine's heart. The challenge being the sovereignty, the Nine of Crystals or Pentacles, the other underlying energies, and then the crowning card, which is the Star. And then scrolling across here to what is coming is the Shadow, which was reversed. Then the masculine seeing himself as the Two of Crystals, which you see is that very much a surrender. And then around him, or how he's seen, is the Master of Chalices or King of Cups, which was reversed today along with the Queen of Cups. The Ace of Flames is the block that's reversed that he needs to clear. And then look at the colors, the greens and blues coming up here, and there's yellow too. We have everything hit there. The underlying energy is that communication and financial discipline. And then we have green of the heart, the orange of the sacral, and the effort is yellow. And those three all came up today. And as well, we have the blue for the throat chakra, so bringing it to the throat. Okay. We end up here with the Queen of Cups reversed. That card you can't see is the Nine of Cups, which was reversed today. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune, which was also reversed today. And then we have the Five of Cups above that, which was reversed. And then the Ten of Swords, which was reversed as well. And then we end up there with the Fool, free with communication, okay, and love partnership. Okay, so make sure you drink your water and get plenty of rest. The energies are pretty tough right now. Get your joy, get your nature, do everything you know that you need to do for yourself. And just really get some rest right now. Don't try to feel into things too, too intensely. Just take them for what they are and just let them process right through. And take it easy and have a wonderful holiday. Rise and be love, you guys.